Tarnished silver spoon rests on the oak, bent slightly from 1,000 evening teas. You left your thumbprint where the polish broke, a signature of simple certainties. I watch you smoothing out the linen sheet, unhurried in the corner of my eye. The fever of our 20s turned to stone, a steady pillar underneath our hands. I never knew a house could feel this known, like water settling into easy sands. Thank you for the silence that we share, the easy cadence of an unpenned song. No drama lingering inside the air, just knowing where my trembling hands belong. 10,000 ordinary afternoons, and still you are the grace I lean into. The little brass lamp hums a muted key, its glow reflecting in your reading glass. We traded lightning for a calmer sea, and let the restless modern currents pass. You turned the page, I traced the polished wood, completely understood. The frantic wanting melted from our bones, replaced by something richer in the spine. We built a fortress out of quiet tones, where your slow breathing synchronizes mine. Thank you for the silence that we share, the easy cadence of an unpenned song. No drama lingering inside the air, just knowing where my trembling hands belong. 10,000 ordinary afternoons, and still you are the grace I lean into. Time is a velvet ribbon running thin, yet every fold reveals another truth. The deeper color of our weathered skin has grown far sweeter than our hurried youth. I count my blessings in the smallest signs, your coat beside my coat, our lives aligned. The spoon stays quiet on the wooden ring. You take your seat, you smile. I have everything. That chipped porcelain matchbox rests between our plates, its yellowed paper corners frayed by time. You trace the wood grain while the city waits, and I just study how your fingers rhyme. With stillness in the room, we have outlived the fever of the start, and found a quiet shelter in the heart. The teapot whispers low, a sleepy sigh. Beside the stack of mail we left unread, you glance across and catch my wandering eye. No explanation needed to be said. Your sweater holds the scent of roasted grain, an anchor pulling gently through the rain. People chase the sudden lightning strike, the brilliant rush of someone newly found. I only want the cadence that you keep, this patient rhythm rooted in the ground. If all the world turns restless overnight, I have the steady counterweight in you. 10,000 hours of learning how to stand, and every second feels preserved and true. Thank you for simply breathing by my side. The sweetest grace is keeping what remains. We know the corners where the shadows fall, the colder seasons when the floorboards creak. Yet here we linger by the kitchen wall, rich in the tender language we have, speakable and soft. Nothing is missing from this tabletop. The matchbox settles on the cedar grain. Your fingers find my knuckles through the gray. A silent gratitude that asks for nothing more than closing up another honest day. Heavy walnut presses straight down through the rug, anchoring the timber of this high-backed chair. I lean all my weight into the solid seat, watching gray light catch the silver in her hair. She is pouring water from the dented kettle, moving through the kitchen like an easy rhyme. I am writing back to you across the distance, trying to explain the steady gift of time. You were 21 and sleeping by the doorway, certain every promise was a cage of glass. You believed that staying meant to slow surrender, counting down the minutes till the heat would pass. If you saw us now beneath this amber lamp glow, setting out to plates of peppered rice and thyme, you would never guess how sweet the simple silence rings inside a life we built one brick at a time. Put down the heavy duffel, boy, and let your shoulders drop. The world is not collapsing if your restless feet should stop. That girl you thought would vanish when the winter turned unkind is standing at the counter with a piece you could not find. 10 years of quiet mornings prove the anchor does not drown. It holds you while you learn to love the ground. Her sleeve has lost a button near the woolen wrist, the sweater she was wearing on our second date. We have shared the losses and the rented bedrooms, learning how to listen when first tremor that you kept guarded melted in the patience of her open palms. Gratitude is larger than the fierce ambitions you once thought were needed to survive the calms. I know you were afraid of growing ordinary, afraid the spark would wither if it stayed too long. Look at how her laughter fills this narrow hallway, turning all your panic to a grateful song. There is no horizon, you are missing out on. Every road you ran along was leading here. Put down the heavy duffel, boy, and let your shoulders drop. The world is not collapsing if your restless feet should stop. That girl you thought would vanish when the winter turned unkind is standing at the counter with the peace you could not find. 10 years of quiet mornings prove the anchor does not drown. It holds you while you learn to love the ground. Feel the sturdy frame support your tired spine. She is bringing over 2 warm cups of tea. Forgive yourself for running for so many years. We made it here. We are finally free. A quiet realization ripples across the room, interrupting the heavy stillness of our shared apartment. The tungsten floor lamp paints your shoulder in amber hues, while outside the autumn evening breathes in muted blue. Your thumb traces the chipped glaze on a vintage mug, a familiar gesture perfected over 9 long years. The slow lens of our shared history focuses in catching the subtle curvature of your gentle smile. There is no urgent dialogue required in this take, only the steady marvel of enduring grace. Look at us framed in low tungsten and shadow, holding the calm that only weathered love can build. I am grateful for every unrecorded Tuesday, for every cup of black coffee you quietly refill. In this wide cinematic sweep of changing years, my favorite scene is simply sitting with you here. The vinyl record circles with an analog whisper, soft upright bass drifting through the hardwood floor. You fold the corner of your paperback novel, looking up just as our glances intersect. No grand orchestrations are needed to explain this peace. Our shorthand language speaks in half-drawn breaths. Pull back past the rain-streaked window pane, past the reflection of our bookshelf and the quiet clock. The frantic metropolis races toward another dawn. Yet inside this perimeter, time respectfully stops. Thank you for anchoring my restless heart to yours, for choosing to remain inside this frame. Look at us framed in low tungsten and shadow, holding the calm that only weathered love can build. I am grateful for every unrecorded Tuesday, for every cup of black coffee you quietly refill. In this wide cinematic sweep of changing years, my favorite scene is simply sitting with you here. The needle lifts, the room settles once again. You rest your palm over the back of my hand. A perfect fade to black, blessed by every quiet day we keep. Burnt cardamom drifts through the narrow hall before the blue light finds the kitchen wall. He measures out 2 spoons of dark roast bean. She pulls his knit sleeves down to keep them clean. No words are needed in the doorway frame. 10,000 days of answering one name. Their fingers know the rhythm of the shelf, each giving room to let the other be themselves. A silent ledger of the years well spent in gentle truce and mutual consent. There is a grace inside this settled life, beyond the fever and the youthful strife. They built an island from a single chair, a simple gratitude that fills the air. 2 steady hearts who found their peace to stay and chose each other every single day. She turns the vinyl to a slower pace. He watches lines of laughter on her face, the silver streaks that mingle in her hair are quiet ribbons that they earned and shared. They read the weather in a passing glance, a lifetime softer than a sudden dance. Their footsteps fall without a single sound on ancient pine and comfortable ground, a shared devotion that will never fade beside the gentle promises they made. There is a grace inside this settled life, beyond the fever and the youthful strife. They built an island from a single chair, a simple gratitude that fills the air. 2 steady hearts who found their peace to stay and chose while they sit, thankful for a cup for two. No sudden lightning strikes, no grand parade, just timeless timber that will never fray. She leans against a shoulder in the gray, the scent of spice and wood begins the day, content to let the quiet minutes crawl, with love enough to outlast it all. The scent of toasted chicory drifts down the quiet hall, curling round the cedar bench beside the parlor wall. She pours the water slowly, without a single word, a rhythm honed through seasons that the passing years conferred. He folds the linen napkin, he lets the kettle be, aware of every cadence in their private symphony. No rushing for the doorway, no drama in the air, just steady, tender comfort resting softly everywhere. A silent bow of gratitude for keeping up the pace, for building up a fortress inside a modest space. Look at them dancing in the margins of the day, with nowhere in this city they would rather drift away. 10,000 evenings folded in the creases of their hands, a simple kind of heaven only patient love demands. Thankful for the shadow that keeps the other warm, a quiet shore of sanctuary sheltered from the storm. He knows the way she takes her tea before she even speaks. She knows the subtle laughter lines that settle in his cheeks. The turntable is spinning low, a smoky velvet horn to celebrate the ordinary, miracle reborn. Their coats hang side by side upon the iron coat rack tree, entangled like the history they wear so tenderly. No desperate declarations, no promises to prove, just two familiar orbits in an easy, thankful groove. A gratitude unspoken that has lingered since their youth, polished down by gentleness into an honest truth. Look at them dancing in the margins of the day, with nowhere in this city they would rather drift away. 10,000 evenings folded in the creases of their hands, a simple kind of heaven only patient love demands. Thankful for the shadow that keeps the other warm, a quiet shore of sanctuary sheltered from the storm. Time could rearrange the skyline, turn the concrete into rust, leave the monuments of yesterday to scatter in the dust. Yet in this little little kitchen where the steam begins to rise. A lifetime of devotion answers back in steady eyes. He touches her shoulder, she leans into his stride, content with every chapter where their fortunes coincided. Look at them dancing in the margins of the day, with nowhere in this city they would rather drift away. 10,000 evenings folded in the creases of their hands, a simple kind of heaven only patient love demands. Thankful for the shadow that keeps the other warm, a quiet shore of sanctuary sheltered from the storm. The chicory turns mellow as the daylight turns to blue. 2 teacups on the counter, still steaming, tried and true. A gentle, grateful twilight where the lovers softly stay, just dancing in the margins of another golden day. 14 past 4 glows in mild amber quartz across the ceiling. 30 years from now, when both our knees complain of rain, I imagine you're breathing slow and familiar beside me, a rhythm that outlived every restless ambition we chased in our youth. The radiator clicks like a gentle metronome. We will have collected 50 mismatched coffee mugs and shelves of unread paperbacks we swore we would share. Yet somehow, sitting here tonight, I already feel the weight of how lucky I will be. If that is the future waiting at the end of the hall, I will take every ordinary hour you offer. Thank you for learning my silences before I knew their names, for keeping your fingers curled into mine through every season that has not even arrived. I picture gray threads caught in the curls around your temples, reading glasses folded on a stack of grocery lists. We will argue softly over where we left the kitchen scissors, then laugh because we have spent 4 decades forgetting the same small drawer. All the grand designs we once mapped on paper napkins will fade into the simpler art of making you your tea. What a miracle it is to look forward to growing old, simply because you are standing inside the picture. If that is the future waiting at the end of the hall, I will take every ordinary hour you offer. Thank you for learning my silences before I knew their names, for keeping your fingers curled into mine through every season that has not even arrived. Some people fear the quiet accumulation of time, the dust settling over faded photographs. I only see more was the easiest truth I ever stumbled upon. 4, a distant clock, a promised life. Sleep well, my love, I am already grateful for tomorrow and every quiet year beyond. A single tarnished copper cufflink sits beside the shallow ring of chamomile. You left it there before you turned the page, unaware of how the light begins to tilt across your knuckles, patient and serene. I watch you read and marvel at the years that smooth dark clumsy edges into peace. Nobody told me comfort has a sound, that gentle rustle when you turn around, the simple breath before you speak my name. I never knew a harbor could feel this wide. 10 years of ordinary grace kept by your side. For the quiet days, the steady rhythm in your ways, and how you make a crowded world fall still without a single promise left uphill. The salt cellar has lost its polished sheen, just like the sweater hanging on your chair. We traded sudden sparks for a slower flame, a language built of glances in the dark, where nothing needs defense or explanation. I count the subtle blessings in the room, knowing you chose to anchor here with me. Nobody told me tenderness could stay long after novelty has washed away, still finding reasons just to hold your hand. I never knew a harbor could feel this wide. 10 years of ordinary grace kept by your side. Thank you for the quiet days, the steady rhythm in your ways, and how you make a crowded world fall still without a single promise left uphill. If youth was fire, this is the hearth we keep, where every restless thought is sung to sleep. I look across the maple grain and see the only life I ever want to keep. I never knew a harbor could feel this wide. 10 years of ordinary grace kept by your side. Thank you for the quiet days, the steady rhythm in your ways, and how you make a crowded world fall still without a single promise left uphill. The cufflink catches dust in amber gold. We are not young, but we A delivery cart rattles over the wet cobblestones below, sending a muted metallic shudder through the floorboards. You look up from your tea, smiling without looking away, as if we have practiced the zigzag silence for 10 years. You were the first person who saw the mess under my ribcage and decided to bring a chair and sit down for good. We do not scramble for clever words anymore. We just pass the marmalade jar across the table and let the upright bass on the speakers do the pacing. Look at us, my friend, my easy harbor, tied to the same sturdy post through every shift in weather. I never thanked you properly for staying when the lights dimmed, for turning a frantic youth into this golden, unhurried afternoon. Every small ordinary hour with you feels like found treasure. The city keeps building glass towers 3 blocks west, chasing another tomorrow before the ink can dry. Yet here we are, sharing an armchair that lost its spring back in college. Your socked foot resting against my ankle, steady and warm. You know which old memories still give me a tremor, and you reach for my fingers before I even realize I'm cold. No grand promises carved into marble pedestals, just 2 sets of house keys, worn down to silver on the edges. Look at us, my friend, my easy harbor, tied to the same sturdy post through every shift in weather. I never thanked you properly for staying when the lights dimmed, for turning a frantic youth into this golden, unhurried afternoon. Every small ordinary hour with you feels like found treasure. They said passion burns itself out in the 3rd winter, leaving only ash and polite conversation. They did not know that love could trade its fever for deep water, where every current is calm, clear, and utterly safe. I am so thankful it was you who taught me how to float. Another bus sighs at the corner stop outside. You tilt your head, resting your temple against my shoulder. Nothing rushed between us now, nothing missing at all. An uninvited thought cuts through the hush, a sudden wonder at how soft we breathe. The projector on the ceiling paints a brush of navy blue and amber underneath. You turn the kettle on without a word, a choreography honed through the years. The sweetest dialogue I ever heard, quietly washing out old doubts and fears. Look at the street lights bending through the glass, into easy silhouettes designed to last. Every frame of us is steady now. No panic in the quiet, no demand. I count the grace that brought us here somehow, the simple shelter of your resting hand. Thank you for every season we survived, for making empty corners feel alive. The needle tracks across the vinyl groove, a muted trumpet leads the evening slow. You lean against the counter, do not move, bathed in the dim projector's indigo. We used to measure love by sparks and fire. Now it is patience deeper than desire. Look at the shadows pooling on the floor. We never have to rush beyond that door. Every frame of us is steady now. No panic in the quiet, no demand. I count the grace that brought us here somehow, the simple shelter of your resting hand. Thank you for every season we survived, for making empty corners feel alive. If we rewind to where the picture starts, two restless souls who stumbled in the cold, I see the calm that settled in our hearts, a tapestry of gentle days untold. I never knew that happiness could be this deep, this luminous, this clear and free. Every frame of us is steady now. No panic in the quiet, no demand. I count the grace that brought us here somehow, the simple shelter of your resting hand. Thank you for every season we survived, for making empty corners feel alive. The steam rises above the ceramic cup, the city sleeps below us far and wide. With you, the long silence is enough. With you, the night is peaceful on our side. Tire treads hiss across the wet asphalt outside, and you ask how two people stay tethered to one quiet side. You lean against the kitchen shelf and wonder aloud if devotion never tires of being gentle, never loud. Look past the hallway where the coats hang in pairs. It is not a grand theater, just taking the stairs. It is pouring the tea before the other can speak, learning the patience that carries the week. I tell you, my friend, it is simple and slow, a gratitude deeper than seasons we know. 900 small mornings of butter and bread, holding the words that do not need to be said. There is joy in the anchor, there is ease in the stay. thank every turn that led into today. Down on the corner, an ambulance wails and recedes while you search for the drama that romance supposedly feeds. You ask where the sparks go when fires burn clear, and I point to the warmth that has kept us right here. A shared pocket key, a familiar design. They're breathing in rhythm right next to mine. Look at the worn leather heels near the door. We do not go chasing what vanished before. We planted our feet in the peace we have found, grateful for every soft inch of this ground. I tell you, my friend, it is simple and slow, a gratitude deeper than seasons we know. 900 small mornings of butter and bread, holding the words that do not need to be said. There is joy in the anchor, there is ease in the stay, and I thank every turn that led into today. You worry that safety might narrow the view, but trust makes the sky feel wider and new. To be known by someone down to the bone means walking the world without feeling alone. The sirens have faded, the crosswalk clicks on. Believe me, old friend, when the wildness is gone, what remains is the sweetest, most generous grace, the privilege of sharing this ordinary place. The notched brass key tag catches candle glow, lying quiet against the pale pine green. You left your jacket draped across the chair. The pocket seems softened by autumn rain. I watch your hands uncork the second glass. No hurried motions, no performance left. 7 full years of learning who we are has turned this tiny kitchen sweet and deft. Nobody tells you how the fire calms down into an ember that outlives the town. I keep finding reasons to be thankful for tonight, for the low hum of traffic and your steady line of sight. We have outlasted every sudden storm we used to fear. What a luxury it is just being happy here. Your laugh still arrives half a beat behind, rich with the patience that I never had. You know which silence means my mind is full, and which one means the day was mostly bad. We do not spend our evenings keeping score, searching for the words we used to test. You pass the cup without a single glance. We have perfected how two people rest. Nobody tells you that the sweetest part is how the ordinary holds the heart. I keep finding reasons to be thankful for tonight, for the low hum of traffic and your steady line of sight. We have outlasted every sudden storm we used to fear. What a luxury it is, just being happy here. The decade changes outside on the street, new towers rising through the skyline haze. Yet in the circle of this table lamp, I measure fortunes by your quiet gaze. Thank you for walking slow when I fell back. Thank you for staying clear through every shift. To be this deeply known and deeply loved is still my greatest, most enduring gift. I keep finding reasons to be thankful for tonight, for the low hum of traffic and your steady line of sight. We have outlasted every sudden storm we used to fear. What a luxury it is, just being happy here. The brass tag glints, the candle drops low. Another year of you, another quiet grace we know. One bent wire clip lies resting on the cedar table, holding yesterday's receipts against the grain. You dropped it there while humming in the kitchen, a quiet habit sweeter than champagne. 10 years of ordinary Thursdays, and my heart still bends towards your footsteps in the hall. The city rushes through the neon glass outside, chasing something new and loud and fleeting, while right in front of me under this amber lamp is everything I ever wanted to be keeping. It is easy to forget how rare we are, untangled by the ties that pull the rest apart. I count my breath against your shoulder in the dark, thankful for the home you built inside my heart. Not a monument of marble or of pride, just a steady grace that never leaves my side. The spoon you left inside your mug is leaning, a dark reflection circling the rim. You take your coffee black without the sugar now. We learn to love the subtle changes creeping in. I watch you through the doorway, folding blankets, and the gratitude is sudden and immense. The world invents 1,000 different ways to want, measuring the hours by ambition. Yet sitting here beside your unread magazines, I have found my only true ambition. It is easy to forget how rare we are, untangled by the ties that pull the rest apart. I count my breath against your shoulder in the dark, thankful for the home you built inside my just a steady grace that never leaves my side. We were young when we stumbled on this rhythm, fumbling through the chords until we found the tune. Now decades could slip past beneath our window pane, and every season would arrive too soon. I do not say it out loud nearly enough, how lucky I remain to hold your love. The bent wire clip sits beside the cup. You turn the kettle down and catch my eye. No words are needed in this gentle space, just you and I, just you and I. A tarnished silver spoon rests on the oak, bent slightly from 1,000 evening teas. You left your thumbprint where the polish broke, a signature of simple certainties. I watch you smoothing out the linen sheet, unhurried in the corner of my eye. The fever of our 20s turned to stone, a steady pillar underneath our hands. I never knew a house could feel this known, like water settling into easy sands. Thank you for the silence that we share, the easy cadence of an unpenned song. No drama lingering inside the air, just knowing where my trembling hands belong. 10,000 ordinary afternoons, and still you are the grace I lean into. The little brass lamp hums a muted key, its glow reflecting in your reading glass. We traded lightning for a calmer sea, and let the restless modern currents pass. You turned the page, I traced the polished wood, completely understood. The frantic wanting melted from our bones, replaced by something richer in the spine. We built a fortress out of quiet tones, where your slow breathing synchronizes mine. Thank you for the silence that we share, the easy cadence of an unpenned song. No drama lingering inside the air, just knowing where my trembling hands belong. 10,000 ordinary afternoons, and still you are the grace I lean into. Time is a velvet ribbon running thin, yet every fold reveals another truth. The deeper color of our weathered skin has grown far sweeter than our hurried youth. I count my blessings in the smallest signs. Your coat beside my coat, our lives aligned. The spoon stays quiet on the wooden ring. You take your seat, you smile. I have everything. That chipped porcelain matchbox rests between our plates. Its yellowed paper corners frayed by time. You trace the wood grain while the city waits, and I just study how your fingers rhyme. With stillness in the room, we have outlived the fever of the start, and found a quiet shelter in the heart. The teapot whispers low, a sleepy sigh, beside the stack of mail we left unread. You glance across and catch my wandering eye. No explanation needed to be said. Your sweater holds the scent of roasted grain, an anchor pulling gently through the rain. People chase the sudden lightning strike, the brilliant rush of someone newly found. I only want the cadence that you keep, this patient rhythm rooted in the ground. If all the world turns restless overnight, I have the steady counterweight in you. 10,000 hours of learning how to stand, and every second feels preserved and true. Thank you for simply breathing by my side. The sweetest grace is keeping what remains. We know the corners where the shadows fall, the colder seasons when the floorboards creak. Yet here we linger by the kitchen wall, rich in the tender language we have, speakable and soft. Nothing is missing from this tabletop. The matchbox settles on the cedar grain. Your fingers find my knuckles through the gray. A silent gratitude that asks for nothing more than closing up another honest day. Heavy walnut presses straight down through the rug, anchoring the timber of this high-backed chair. I lean all my weight into the solid seat, watching gray light catch the silver in her hair. She is pouring water from the dented kettle, moving through the kitchen like an easy rhyme. I am writing back to you across the distance, trying to explain the steady gift of time. You were 21 and sleeping by the doorway, certain every promise was a cage of glass. You believed that staying meant to slow surrender, counting down the minutes till the heat would pass. If you saw us now beneath this amber lamp glow, setting out to plates of peppered rice and thyme, you would never guess how sweet the simple silence rings inside a life we built one brick at a time. Put down the heavy duffel, boy, and let your shoulders drop. The world is not collapsing if your restless feet should stop. That girl you thought would vanish when the winter turned unkind is standing at the counter with a piece you could not find. 10 years of quiet mornings prove the anchor does not drown. It holds you while you learn to love the ground. Her sleeve has lost a button near the woolen wrist, the sweater she was wearing on our second date. We have shared the losses and the rented bedrooms, learning how to listen when the hour grew late. Every selfish tremor that you kept guarded melted in the patience of her open palms. Gratitude is larger than the fierce ambitions you once thought were needed to survive the calms. I know you were afraid of growing ordinary, afraid the spark would wither if it stayed too long. Look at how her laughter fills this narrow hallway, turning all your panic to a grateful song. There is no horizon, you are missing out on. Every road you ran along was leading here. Put down the heavy duffel, boy, and let your shoulders drop. The world is not collapsing if your restless feet should stop. That girl you thought would vanish when the winter turned unkind is standing at the counter with a piece you could not find. 10 years of quiet mornings prove the anchor does not drown. It holds you while you learn to love the ground. Feel the sturdy frame support your tired spine. She is bringing over 2 warm cups of tea. Forgive yourself for running for so many years. We made it here. We are finally free. A quiet realization ripples across the room, interrupting the heavy stillness of our shared apartment. The tungsten floor lamp paints your shoulder in amber hues, while outside the autumn evening breathes in muted blue. Your thumb traces the chipped glaze on a vintage mug, a familiar gesture, perfected over 9 long years. The slow lens of our shared history focuses in catching the subtle curvature of your gentle smile. There is no urgent dialogue required in this take, only the steady marvel of enduring grace. Look at us framed in low tungsten and shadow, holding the calm that only weathered love can build. I am grateful for every unrecorded Tuesday, for every cup of black coffee you quietly refill. In this wide cinematic sweep of changing years, my favorite scene is simply sitting with you here. The vinyl record circles with an analog whisper, soft upright bass drifting through the hardwood floor. You fold the corner of your paperback novel, looking up just as our glances intersect. No grand orchestrations are needed to explain this piece. Our shorthand language speaks in half-drawn breaths. Pull back past the rain-streaked window pane, past the reflection of our bookshelf and the quiet clock. The frantic metropolis races toward another dawn. Yet inside this perimeter, time respectfully stops. Thank you for anchoring my restless heart to yours, for choosing to remain inside this frame. Look at us framed in low tungsten and shadow, holding the calm that only weathered love can build. I am grateful for every unrecorded Tuesday, for every cup of black coffee you quietly refill. In this wide cinematic sweep of changing years, my favorite scene is simply sitting with you here. The needle lifts, the room settles once again. You rest your palm over the back of my hand, a perfect fade to black, blessed by every quiet day we keep. Cardamom drifts through the narrow hall before the blue light finds the kitchen wall. He measures out 2 spoons of dark roast bean. She pulls his knit sleeves down to keep them clean. No words are needed in the doorway frame. 10,000 days of answering one name. Their fingers know the rhythm of the shelf, each giving room to let the other be themselves. A silent ledger of of the years well spent in gentle truce and mutual consent. There is a grace inside this settled life, beyond the fever and the youthful strife. They built an island from a single chair, a simple gratitude that fills the air. Two steady hearts who found their peace to stay and chose each other every single day. She turns the vinyl to a slower pace. He watches lines of laughter on her face, the silver streaks that mingle in her hair are quiet ribbons that they earned and shared. They read the weather in a passing glance, a lifetime softer than a sudden dance. Their footsteps fall without a single sound on ancient pine and comfortable ground, a shared devotion that will never fade beside the gentle promises they made. There is a grace inside this settled life, beyond the fever and the youthful strife. They built an island from a single chair, a simple gratitude that fills the air. Two steady hearts who found their peace to stay and chose each other every single day. The world outside will rush toward the new while they sit thankful for a cup for two. No sudden lightning strikes, no grand parade, just timeless timber that will never fray. She leans against a shoulder in the gray, the scent of spice and wood begins the day, content to let the quiet minutes crawl with love enough to outlast it all. The scent of toasted chicory drifts down the quiet hall, curling round the cedar bench beside the parlor wall. She pours the water slowly without a single word, a rhythm honed through seasons that the passing years conferred. He folds the linen napkin, he lets the kettle be, aware of every cadence in their private symphony. No rushing for the doorway, no drama in the air, just steady, tender comfort resting softly everywhere. A silent bow of gratitude for keeping up the pace, for building up a fortress inside a modest space. Look at them dancing in the margins of the day, with nowhere in this city they would rather drift away. 10,000 evenings folded in the creases of their hands, a simple kind of heaven only patient love demands. Thankful for the shadow that keeps the other warm, a quiet shore of sanctuary sheltered from the storm. He knows the way she takes her tea, before she even speaks. She knows the subtle laughter lines that settle in his cheeks. The turntable is spinning low, a smoky velvet horn to celebrate the ordinary, miracle reborn. Their coats hang side by side upon the iron coat rack tree, entangled like the history they wear so tenderly. No desperate declarations, no promises to prove, just two familiar orbits in an easy, thankful groove. A gratitude unspoken that has lingered since their youth, polished down by gentleness into an honest truth. Look at them dancing in the margins of the day, with nowhere in this city they would rather drift away. 10,000 evenings folded in the creases of their hands, a simple kind of heaven only patient love demands. Thankful for the shadow that keeps the other warm, a quiet shore of sanctuary sheltered from the storm. Time could rearrange the skyline, turn the concrete into rust, leave the monuments of yesterday to scatter in the dust. Yet in this little kitchen where the steam begins to rise, a lifetime of devotion answers back in steady eyes. He touches her shoulder, she leans into his stride, content with every chapter where their fortunes coincided. Look at them dancing in the margins of the day, with nowhere in this city they would rather drift away. 10,000 evenings folded in the creases of their hands, a simple kind of heaven only patient love demands. Thankful for the shadow that keeps the other warm, a quiet shore of sanctuary sheltered from the storm. The chicory turns mellow as the daylight turns to blue. 2 teacups on the counter, still steaming, tried and true. A gentle, grateful twilight where the lovers softly stay, just dancing in the margins of another golden day. 14 past 4 glows in mild amber quartz across the ceiling. 30 years from now, when both our knees complain of rain, I imagine you're breathing slow and familiar beside me, a rhythm that outlived every restless ambition we chased in our youth. The radiator clicks like a gentle metronome. We will have collected 50 mismatched coffee mugs and shelves of unread paperbacks we swore we would share. Yet somehow, sitting here tonight, I already feel the weight of how lucky I will be. If that is the future waiting at the end of the hall, I will take every ordinary hour you offer. Thank you for learning my silence. keeping your fingers curled into mine through every season that has not even arrived. I picture gray threads caught in the curls around your temples, reading glasses folded on a stack of grocery lists. We will argue softly over where we left the kitchen scissors, then laugh because we have spent 4 decades forgetting the same small drawer. All the grand designs we once mapped on paper napkins will fade into the simpler art of making you your tea. What a miracle it is to look forward to growing old, simply because you are standing inside the picture. If that is the future waiting at the end of the hall, I will take every ordinary hour you offer. Thank you for learning my silences before I knew their names, for keeping your fingers curled into mine through every season that has not even arrived. Some people fear the quiet accumulation of time, the dust settling over faded photographs. I only see more chances to tell you in the dark between midnight and dawn that choosing you was the easiest truth I ever stumbled upon. 14 past 4, a distant clock, a promised life. Sleep well, my love, I am already grateful for tomorrow and every quiet year beyond. A single tarnished copper cufflink sits beside the shallow ring of chamomile. You left it there before you turned the page, unaware of how the light begins to tilt across your knuckles, patient and serene. I watch you read and marvel at the years that smooth dark clumsy edges into peace. Nobody told me comfort has a sound, that gentle rustle when you turn around, the simple breath before you speak my name. I never knew a harbor could feel this wide. 10 years of ordinary grace kept by your side. Thank you for the quiet days, the steady rhythm in your ways, and how you make a crowded world fall still without a single promise left uphill. The salt cellar has lost its polished sheen, just like the sweater hanging on your chair. We traded sudden sparks for a slower flame, a language built of glances in the dark, where nothing needs defense or explanation. I count the subtle blessings in the room, knowing you chose to anchor here with me. Nobody told me tenderness could stay long after novelty has washed away, still finding reasons just to hold your hand. I never knew a harbor could feel this wide. 10 years of ordinary grace kept by your side. Thank you for the quiet days, the steady rhythm in your ways, and how you make a crowded world fall still without a single promise left uphill. If youth was fire, this is the hearth we keep, where every restless thought is sung to sleep. I look across the maple grain and see the only life I ever want to keep. I never knew a harbor could feel this wide. 10 years of ordinary grace kept by your side. Thank you for the quiet days, the steady rhythm in your ways, and how you make a crowded world fall still without a single promise left uphill. The cufflink catches dust in amber gold. We are not young, but we are never cold. Thank you for staying. Thank you for home. A delivery cart rattles over the wet cobblestones below, sending a muted metallic shudder through the floorboards. You look up from your tea, smiling without looking away, as if we have practiced the zigzag silence for 10 years. You were the first person who saw the mess under my ribcage and decided to bring a chair and sit down for good. We do not scramble for clever words anymore. We just pass the marmalade jar across the table and let the upright bass on the speakers do the pacing. Look at us, my friend, my easy harbor, tied to the same sturdy post through every shift in weather. I never thanked you properly for staying when the lights dimmed, for turning a frantic youth into this golden, unhurried afternoon. Every small ordinary hour with you feels like found treasure. The city keeps building glass towers 3 blocks west, chasing another tomorrow before the ink can dry. Yet here we are, sharing an armchair that lost its spring back in college. Your socked foot resting against my ankle, steady and warm. You know which old memories still give me a tremor, and you reach for my fingers before I even realize I'm cold. No grand promises carved into marble pedestals, just 2 sets of house keys, worn down to silver on the edges. Look at us, my friend, my easy harbor, tied to the same sturdy post through every shift in weather. I never thanked you properly for staying when the lights dimmed, for turning a friend romantic youth into this golden, unhurried afternoon. Every small, ordinary hour with you feels like found treasure. They said passion burns itself out in the third winter, leaving only ash and polite conversation. They did not know that love could trade its fever for deep water, where every current is calm, clear, and utterly safe. I am so thankful it was you who taught me how to float. Another bus sighs at the corner stop outside. You tilt your head, resting your temple against my shoulder. Nothing rushed between us now. Nothing missing at all. An uninvited thought cuts through the hush, a sudden wonder at how soft we breathe. The projector on the ceiling paints a brush of navy blue and amber underneath. You turn the kettle on without a word, a choreography honed through the years. The sweetest dialogue I ever heard, quietly washing out old doubts and fears. Look at the street lights bending through the glass, two easy silhouettes designed to last. Every frame of us is steady now. No panic in the quiet, no demand. I count the grace that brought us here somehow, the simple shelter of your resting hand. Thank you for every season we survived, for making empty corners feel alive. The needle tracks across the vinyl groove, a muted trumpet leads the evening slow. You lean against the counter, do not move, bathed in the dim projector's indigo. We used to measure love by sparks and fire. Now it is patience deeper than desire. Look at the shadows pooling on the floor. We never have to rush beyond that door. Every frame of us is steady now. No panic in the quiet, no demand. I count the grace that brought us here somehow, the simple shelter of your resting hand. Thank you for every season we survived, for making empty corners feel alive. If we rewind to where the picture starts, two restless souls who stumbled in the cold, I see the calm that settled in our hearts, a tapestry of gentle days untold. I never knew that happiness could be this deep, this luminous, this clear and free. Every frame of us is steady now. No panic in the quiet, no demand. I count the grace that brought brought us here somehow, the simple shelter of your resting hand. Thank you for every season we survived, for making empty corners feel alive. The steam rises above the ceramic cup, the city sleeps below us far and wide. With you, the long silence is enough. With you, the night is peaceful on our side. Tire treads hiss across the wet asphalt outside, and you ask how two people stay tethered to one quiet side. You lean against the kitchen shelf and wonder aloud if devotion ever tires of being gentle, never loud. Look past the hallway where the coats hang in pairs. It is not a grand theater, just taking the stairs. It is pouring the tea before the other can speak, learning the patience that carries the week. I tell you, my friend, it is simple and slow, a gratitude deeper than seasons we know. 900 small mornings of butter and bread, holding the words that do not need to be said. There is joy in the anchor, there is ease in the stay, and I thank every turn that led into today. Down on the corner, an ambulance wails and recedes while you search for the drama that romance supposedly feeds. You ask where the sparks go when fires burn clear, and I point to the warmth that has kept us right here. A shared pocket key, a familiar design, they're breathing in rhythm right next to mine. Look at the worn leather heels near the door. We do not go chasing what vanished before. We planted our feet in the peace we have found, grateful for every soft inch of this ground. I tell you, my friend, it is simple and slow, a gratitude deeper than seasons we know. 900 small mornings of butter and bread, holding the words that do not need to be said. There is joy in the anchor, there is ease in the stay, and I thank every turn that led into today. You worry that safety might narrow the view, but trust makes the sky feel wider and new. To be known by someone down to the bone means walking the world without feeling alone. The sirens have faded, the crosswalk clicks on. Believe me, old friend, when the wildness is gone, what remains is the sweetest, most generous grace, the privilege of sharing this ordinary place. The notched brass key tag catches candle glow, lying quiet against the pale pine green. You left your jacket draped across the chair. The pocket seems softened by autumn rain. I watch your hands uncork a second glass. No hurried motions, no performance left. 7 full years of learning who we are has turned this tiny kitchen sweet and deft. Nobody tells you how the fire calms down into an ember that outlives the town. I keep finding reasons to be thankful for tonight, for the low hum of traffic and your steady line of sight. We have outlasted every sudden storm we used to fear. What a luxury it is just being happy here. Your laugh still arrives half a beat behind, rich with the patience that I never had. You know which silence means my mind is full, and which one means the day was mostly bad. We do not spend our evenings keeping score, searching for the words we used to test. You pass the cup without a single glance. We have perfected how two people rest. Nobody tells you that the sweetest part is how the ordinary holds the heart. I keep finding reasons to be thankful for tonight, for the low hum of traffic and your steady line of sight. We have outlasted every sudden storm we used to fear. What a luxury it is just being happy here. The decade changes outside on the street, new towers rising through the skyline haze. Yet in the circle of this table lamp, I measure fortunes by your quiet gaze. Thank you for walking slow when I fell back. Thank you for staying clear through every shift. To be this deeply known and deeply loved is still my greatest, most enduring gift. I keep finding reasons to be thankful for tonight, for the low hum of traffic and your steady line of sight. We have outlasted every sudden storm we used to fear. What a luxury it is just being happy here. The brass tag glints, the candle drops low. Another year of you, another quiet grace we know. One bent wire clip lies resting on the cedar table, holding yesterday's receipts against the grain. You dropped it there while humming in the kitchen, a quiet habit sweeter than champagne. 10 years of ordinary ordinary Thursdays, and my heart still bends towards your footsteps in the hall. The city rushes through the neon glass outside, chasing something new and loud and fleeting, while right in front of me under this amber lamp is everything I ever wanted to be keeping. It is easy to forget how rare we are, untangled by the ties that pull the rest apart. I count my breath against your shoulder in the dark, thankful for the home you built inside my heart. Not a monument of marble or of pride, just a steady grace that never leaves my side. The spoon you left inside your mug is leaning, a dark reflection circling the rim. You take your coffee black without the sugar now. We learn to love the subtle changes creeping in. I watch you through the doorway, folding blankets, and the gratitude is sudden and immense. The world invents 1,000 different ways to want, measuring the hours by ambition. Yet sitting here beside your unread magazines, I have found my only true ambition. It is easy to forget how rare we are, untangled by the ties that pull the rest apart. I count my breath against your shoulder in the dark, thankful for the home you built inside my heart. Not a monument of marble or of pride, just a steady grace that never leaves my side. We were young when we stumbled on this rhythm, fumbling through the chords until we found the tune. Now decades could slip past beneath our window pane, and every season would arrive too soon. I do not say it out loud nearly enough, how lucky I remain to hold your love. The bent wire clip sits beside the cup. You turn the kettle down and catch my eye. No words are needed in this gentle space, just you and I, just you and I.